Rizzo here with me, and we're going to be talking about some realm things or realm features that we want implemented in the game. So say what's up.
What's up?
Yeah,
T?
so we have a total of 6 different ideas for you guys, and you can leave your opinions about them. And remember, they're just ideas, so any feedback is welcome. And
Yep.
if we left anything out, or if you want to add on, we'll make a part 2 of the video. So just remember to post comments. Alright, so Cariza, do you want to start off the video?
Yeah. So basically, the first idea that I have is called Guild Realms, and basically this idea will be located in your guild hall, and it's like a separate realm for your guild kinda. So like only guild members could basically access it. So let's say like I mean this idea would also be good for like no notifiers whatsoever. So basically like notifiers can't go in your guild, obviously, because they're not in your guild. But it'll be like a good thing to get the guild together and like just have like private like hermits and sphinxes and just of a bunch of like dungeons as well. So yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like if somebody dies, a guild can use the fame that a person died on to buy these realms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. And obviously it'll have like a low number cap. That way, not only guilds play by themselves, and then the realms will be empty. Maybe like a 15-person cap, and 15 people can solo a realm or something. I don't know.
And it'll cost like fame. So for example, like let's say these guild realms will cost, let's say, around a good amount, because if you think about it, it would be like pretty viable. So maybe like 50,000 fame,
Oh
like guild
wow.
fame. I think that would be a good amount, or probably more. I don't know. I'm just thinking of a random number. We could probably change it in the future, but yeah, maybe like 50K would be probably good.
Yeah, I think so. That way people don't overuse them.
But yeah.
Yeah. So the second idea that we have is graveyard vaults, and what that basically is once you die on a max character, let's say you died in Oryx, but you wanted to see your first 8/8 grave, but you never got a chance to. But if you go into your vault all the way on top, there will be a small graveyard that show maybe like, I don't know, maybe 6 of your latest max death, maybe less, I don't know. But it'll show your latest death or your highest fame death, and you would just walk up to it and it would show you all the stats and how much fame you got and what character you died on. So that'll be a good addition to making the vault another good reason besides just storing your stuff in. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Oh, and also, let's say, for example, someone like you're alright. So let's say you and some other guy completed a dead water. Well, not completed, since let's say that you died in a dead water, right? And the other guy, you like forgot his name and he didn't like send you a screenshot of your grave. Um, you could go to your vault and you could see your grave, and then it'll have kind of like a sense of not rebirth, but like kind of a sense of, oh, that character lived on to be like a good memorable character, I guess. I mean, it'll also be like it'll. I mean, in my opinion, I'll kind of have like a sensation. It kind of like, oh, I'm glad that my character lived for that long, however long the character lived, blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, it'll also be very useful because you obviously want to see your character's grave. I mean, if you don't, then you don't. But I mean, I would.
Yeah,
That's my personal opinion.
it'll add a pretty good feature as well, because let's say once you die, that's pretty much the end of the character. But if you die and the graveyard's in your vault now, that character just stays with you. It's gonna be a part of your life now.
Yeah.
Alright, you wanna talk about the next idea?
Alright, so the next idea that we're going to be talking about is guild chests. So basically, let's say you're in one of the Guild Realms ideas that we talked about, and you happen to die, right? Now, a guild chest will cost about the same amount, 50k fame. And basically, it's a community chest that you and your guild members could put, like, for example, life potions or just any item that's worth a certain amount of money. So let's say you put like a UBHP in there. So a guildie dies, right? And then someone could pick that UBHP up and rebuild another character. So the guild vaults could actually be really useful to like
Yeah,
if a
but
person is dying and self-rebuild.
it would work really well with like guilds that actually trust each other. Because let's say you have a guild full of randoms, and then you put a bunch of stuff in there. Maybe one person will take all the things, even though they didn't
Yeah.
die, just to hoard all those items. But let's say you're in a guild with trusting people, you can like build your trust very well. Then everyone could rely on each other.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense because some people are kind of like stingy like that.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good idea. Alright, well, the next idea that I have in mind is Team Arena. And basically what that is, it's like a teamwork arena where you and your friends can go in the arena and fight. Because the first few waves of the arena are pretty easy, but if you have more people with you, you can get farther. And another cool thing is that you'll be able to actually use your friend list for this. So you can invite people from your friend list, because pretty much I don't know a single person that uses a friend list, and it's pretty much useless.
Yeah.
So maybe making it a use will actually be beneficial for the game. But that's just my idea on this. What do you think?
So let's say a team arena goes up to wave 100, right? And oh, all right. So let's say the arena goes up to wave 100, and every 10 waves you get a potion. But at 100 waves, like if you complete the whole 100 thing, and then like at 100 waves, it'll be like 502s or some crazy amount of, bosses like that. Then they should pick 2 random players out of your whole guild or friends or whatever, how many people are in the team arena. And it basically gives like 2 random UTs. So let's say, not to each person, but 2 random UTs to every person there. So let's say there's 15 people, only 2 people would get a UT, like random. So it could be as worse as a what's that robe called? No, not the.
Which one?
The staff of the crystal serpent or whatever. That's,
oh yeah.
So yeah, for let's say you get the necromancer staff, or you get something as good as like an Ogmer or something.
Ooh.
That's if you complete the 100 waves, which is 5 Oryxes, and you could easily die because O2 shotgun that OP.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be pretty spooky. But then again, you have your friends with you to back you up, and you can all pick different characters to like steamroll through these waves.
Yeah.
Obviously, pets should be out of the question in the arena. It'll make it way too easy. So it'll be like bringing back the old realm, in some sense.
And if you think about it, it would be way more fun for the veterans of Realm, because like everyone could be like, oh, let me just go to the team arena, so no pets could be allowed, or just basically like old Realm. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, you want to talk about the next idea?
All right, so the next idea that we have implemented basically is called a dungeon statue, and basically in like all right, let's say you're in a UDL, right, and there's 3 people, and including you, there's 2 of your friends, and you're all newbies, right? There's a statue, and let's say if you hit it all at the same time, then you get a buff for 10 seconds. So let's say a healing buff for 10 seconds if you all hit it at the same time. And this could be very useful for like newbies, because you could like basically like get through the dungeons faster, and for players with not as
Skilled.
players who are not as skilled as others, basically don't have like the same pet, same like divine power or whatever, this will be like a very good idea, like those statues, and it'll be like very useful for people like actually not dying.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool to help the lower tier players help each other out in some sense.
And it's not going to be in every like dungeon, it's going to be like randomly. So let's say as rare as a snake pit tea room, like maybe something like that, or like an abyss tea room.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. Also, the final idea that we have is having a lore book in the Nexus, which basically you get this special book. Everyone will start off with a bunch of question marks in it, and as you kill enemies and gods, as you go, you'll fill up your book, and you can see your progression and see how many of these certain gods you can kill. And let's say, for example, you kill an Oryx, you'll find out his lore, but you pretty much have to get the final hit on him, just like having like the Oryx Killer achievement when you die. So once you get the last hit on him, it'll keep track in the lore book, and it'll tell you a little bit information about Oryx and a little background about him, like a little lore, pretty much. What do you think about it?
Alright, so what Alga means by that is basically like, let's say you have the last hit on Tesla, right? And then you have the lore. Maybe some lore could be implemented, like, oh, King Alexander was her husband, or maybe her dad or something, and that's why she says, is he still alive? Because maybe they separated from, a while ago. Maybe, something interesting, something like a
Something
a
worth
family
reading.
thing. I don't know. And I think that this lore will be located like right by the alchemist, so like it'll give more of a spooky / mysterious
Ooh,
taste to it.
what I was thinking was adding the book next to the guild announcement thing, because there's
Oh,
just
that
like
would be actually
one little
perfect.
book there. So why not have 2 books, one to leave your guild and another one to keep track of your progress?
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah. So remember, guys, that's pretty much all the ideas that we have. But if you guys have other ideas and you want it featured in the next video, just have it down in the description or down in the comments below, and we'll make a part 2 of this video.
Yeah, so basically, if you like it, we'll make a part 2 if you want. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and remember to subscribe. And I'll have his channel down in the description below. Bye bye.